Back on another video here, and this video is going to be kind of predicting what cards we could potentially be getting in this event. So this event tomorrow, I'll show you guys what it's all about. If you don't know, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and let's see what EA potentially could be releasing tomorrow. If you guys don't remember, EA did post a long kind of just like event planner, I guess, roadmap type thing on their website when the game did officially launch. So as you can see, we have the live events that are out. So we had the cover athletes, we had fantasy, we had supernatural. Those expire tomorrow at 5 p.m. So if you want to make any of those cards, guys, keep in mind you got to make them before 5. So any fantasy cards, you have to complete the sets before 5, or you will never be able to make a fantasy card again or supernatural card again either. And you cannot make the supernatural tokens either. Same thing with fantasy collectibles. You can't make them once the event ends. But next event, as you can see, guys, here is the off the charts one there. And as you can see, it looks pretty cool, like the design. I mean, the card art I feel like could be so sick on it. So as you guys can see, if you go and scroll through, there's a better look of it, off the charts, and then they have next gen following it. So next gen should be really cool because I mean that obviously get a lot of young players in the game. Michkov, I'm sure, will definitely get one. Celebrini certainly will get an MSP, you'd think. Trying to think of some other like rookies that could be added, but we don't need to worry about that right now. We're worried about the current event, which is tomorrow, which is the off the charts one. So this is going to start obviously on November 1st. It is going to last 2 weeks long. So essentially what this one is, it's an event that puts a spotlight on hockey stars of the past and present who are known for their nicknames. So right away, I mean, there is a lot of guys that can, start racing through your mind, I'd say. I mean, there is plenty of different guys that you could potentially see here as just, great options for cards they can release. I mean, I have a few that I can come up with right away. And the first one that I decided to think of was Kane, guys. I mean, Showtime. Patrick Kane has to get an MSP, right? I mean, it's literally Showtime. Literally one of the most obvious ones I think you can have, probably. I mean, and if he doesn't get an MSP, he'll probably get a card. I mean, I would say, right? Like, I mean, it would be kind of shocking that, honestly, for him to not get a card. I mean, it really, really would be. I mean, there's just so many great options, though, when it comes to this event, I feel like. But Patrick Kane, for me, definitely has to be a strong possibility. I feel like it wouldn't really make much sense if he didn't, right? I mean, there's so many different nicknames. I'm going to go with Dominik Hasek, all right? So Hasek, obviously, the Dominator. It would make sense. I think it would make sense. They obviously did mention, past and present. So certainly you can definitely have him. I mean, they're going to have obviously alumni. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. I think he could certainly be one. I mean, it would definitely make sense. There's just so many great options, but I feel like you need a goalie, and I'd be shocked. I'd be truly shocked, honestly, if he didn't get one here. I mean, it would make sense, right? I mean, they need a goalie. Hattrick's one of the greatest goalies of all time, and really there's no other goalie that has like a nickname, I feel like, on this level at least. But we'll see if they decide to go with that. And then you gotta have Crosby. I don't care what you say. Sid the Kid. If you don't have Sid the Kid, what even is this event? I mean, you gotta have Sid the Kid. I feel like that'd be shocking. I'm going to say they probably won't have Ovechkin like the grade 8. I just don't think they'll do that because, I don't know, I just feel like that would be kind of crazy. I don't know. I mean, I think that'd be kind of crazy because he just had an MSP Ovechkin, so kind of wouldn't make sense, but we'll see. I mean, we'll definitely see. It's not obviously a guarantee for Crosby either, but I would say certainly there is a great case to be made for Ovechkin as well. We will see, though, but I feel like Crosby has to be. I mean, come on. He said the Kid, right? I mean, there's just no way, right? If he's not, I mean, that would be kind of insane to me. But, yeah, let's move on to the next one here. Definitely for the Sharks, you could have Jumbo Joe. That could certainly be one. I feel like Jumbo Joe would be cool, honestly. 6'4", 220. I feel like his car could be pretty solid. They give him decent skating. Not doesn't have to be, 89 speed. Obviously, that's not realistic. But Jumbo Joe, I think, would be a really cool one. I feel like, I mean, it just fits. I really think that would be really cool. Definitely known for. I mean, I don't know if I say he's known for his nickname. I mean, there's just. It's a hard event, I feel like. You guys probably can, you're do better than me in the comment section down below, who it should be. But, 'cause I'm not the smartest when it comes to, which ones you're gonna 100% get them, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of different guys you can go with here. And then, I mean, Gretzky, right? I mean, the great one. I mean, it's so tough not to include these guys. The only thing is that's going to piss people off that make the hologram cards, because they're going to say, like, oh, well, you know, why would I, you know, invest all of that if I could just make Gretzky for a lot cheaper? Yeah, the thing is, though, guys, you got to keep in mind that these hologram cards, they have 0 AP. Like, that's a huge advantage regardless. Like, I understand, but you got to think of it like that, though, in that sense, that you are definitely having a huge advantage by having the free AP. I mean, that does matter. Like, you can say what you want, but it certainly does make a difference. So for me, definitely, I would have to say Gretzky would have to probably make sense, right? I mean, it would be shocking, Loki, if he kind of didn't. Of course, Super Mario. I mean, Lemieux. I mean, it's another one. Like, are they gonna give out, you know, Gretzky or Lemieux? I don't know. I really don't know, but I feel like he has to be a guy you consider. I mean, like, you can say what you want, but, like, realistically, those guys have some of the most iconic nicknames in hockey history. So it just depends. I mean, how many guys right now really have, like, you know, that are playing, right? Grade 8, Sid the Kid, you know, obviously Showtime for Patrick Kane. There's not that many different type of nicknames that are, like, active. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a huge list, I feel like, of guys. I just don't think there really is a huge list of it. But I think Super Mario would definitely make a lot of sense. Next up, I'm going to go with Marc-Andre Fleury. You know, they call him the Flower, of course. So, I mean, another goalie here. I'm not saying all these cards are coming out, obviously, tomorrow. I mean, it'll probably be 5 per week. So, I mean, these are just kind of some of them that I think will come out during that time, or these guys could just get like event cards, because of course it's going to be event cards as well, so there's going to be plenty of cards that are coming out here. So hopefully we get some like cool surprises. Honestly, maybe they'll say like, oh, Jonathan Toews back in the game or something. That'd be cool, right? I mean, I'd be down for that for sure. But I think the Flower would be cool. Marc-Andre Fleury, I mean, definitely a guy that would be cool to see get another MSB. I feel like he gets one a lot, honestly. Like, I feel like every year he does, but I mean, it's fair. He's one of the best goalies that have played in the generation, I would say. So definitely a guy that I feel like would deserve it. Like, I mean, I think that's certainly fair to say. And Gordy Howe, it's the same thing, guys. Like, sorry, I forgot he's not in this collection. He's on the Red Wings collection, but I mean, it's got to be Gordy Howe, right? Mr. Hockey, like, you're trolling. If he doesn't get one card, that'll be kind of stunning when you actually think about it. I mean, how would he not, honestly? How would he not get one? It's just the same thing. Like, it's just too iconic, right? Like, it's just too iconic of a nickname to probably not be included. I mean, like, I just think it would be really shocking if they didn't include him, but you never know. I mean, they're going to obviously have new guys and old guys, right? So it's just depends, you know, which way they want to lean. Do they want to go more, you know, the old guys, or do they want to go more like, you know, the modern day? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a mix, right? But how much of a mix? But not least, I mean, it's another goalie I know, but it's Lundqvist. King Henrik, I mean, that's one of the most iconic nicknames as well. Lundqvist, I mean, even as a Devils fan, I can say I really respect Lundqvist. I kind of wish he got a cup. Not with the Rangers, though, but I definitely respect Lundqvist. I mean, he's certainly one of the best goalies of my generation, and just in hockey history. I mean, he was an insane goalie in his prime. I mean, if you guys don't remember watching Lundqvist in his prime, you know, I kind of feel bad for you. He was a very good goalie and very fun goalie to watch, and certainly one of the best ever, and a great nickname, I'd say. So let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Who am I forgetting? Who am I really forgetting? I must be missing some. There has to be. But alright, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek at 3 E's. And I'll see you guys in the next video.